In a small neighborhood in New York City, many years ago, there was an old house where many struggling artists lived. The rent was low, the rooms were poor, but the atmosphere was alive with dreams. Two young women, Sue and Johnsy, shared a tiny studio apartment at the top of one such building. They were both painters. Sue came from Maine. She was strong, hopeful, and practical. Johnsy was from California, quiet, sensitive, and delicate. They quickly became close friends, like sisters, supporting each other through the hardships of an artist's life. One bitter winter, pneumonia spread through the city like an unseen enemy. It struck many homes, and Johnsy fell victim to it. She grew pale and weak, lying still on her narrow bed, hardly speaking. The doctor visited often. One day, he spoke to Sue privately. "She has very little chance," the doctor said gravely. "Her body is weak, but worse, her spirit has given up. Medicine can only help if she wishes to live. Without hope, nothing can save her." Sue returned to the room, forcing a smile. She sat by Johnsy's bed and tried to cheer her with stories, songs, and jokes. But Johnsy hardly listened. Her eyes stayed fixed on the window, staring at an old ivy vine that climbed a brick wall outside. Autumn winds shook the vine daily. The rain beat hard, and leaves kept falling one by one. Johnsy counted them in a faint voice. 10 left, 9, 8. Sue was alarmed. "Johnsy, what are you doing?" "When the last leaf falls," Johnsy whispered, "I shall go too. I will die with it." Sue gasped. "Don't be silly. Leaves have nothing to do with your life. The doctor says you can recover if you fight. Please, stop thinking this way." But Johnsy only turned her face to the wall. "I know it. When the last leaf goes, I will follow." Sue cried quietly when Johnsy could not see her. She tried to keep Johnsy's mind on happier things, but nothing worked. The weak girl counted the leaves each day as they dropped, believing her fate was tied to the vine. In the same building lived old Behrman, a rough but kind-hearted man past 60. He was a painter too, though poor and unsuccessful. For 40 years he had dreamed of creating one great masterpiece, but he had never begun it. He earned a little money by modeling for other artists. Sue, desperate, went to him. "Johnsy is dying," she said. "She has lost her will to live. She believes she will die when the last ivy leaf falls." Behrman roared in anger. Such foolishness! A child's thought. People do not die because of leaves. But his voice softened. "Perhaps I can help." That night, the storm was wild. Rain fell in heavy sheets, and the icy wind tore through the streets. The poor old ivy vine shook under the storm's fury. Leaves tore away and flew into the darkness. Johnsy watched through the night. "Only one left now," she whispered. "Then I shall die too." The morning light entered the room. Johnsy, weak and pale, slowly turned her eyes to the window. She expected emptiness. She expected to see the bare vine, lifeless against the wall. But she gasped, "Look! The last leaf is still there." Outside, one lonely green leaf clung to the vine, bright and strong. The storm had been merciless, yet the leaf remained. All that day Johnsy lay silent, staring at it. Through the cold wind and the rain, the leaf never moved. The next morning came, still the leaf held fast. Something began to change in Johnsy's heart. She whispered, "It is wrong. I was foolish. The leaf has shown me how wicked it is to want to die. It is a sin to give up hope. The leaf has stayed for me, I will stay too. I will fight for my life. Her spirit grew stronger. She asked Sue for food. She smiled faintly, then more brightly. The doctor visited and nodded with relief. She will recover, he said. Her will to live has returned. But soon, sorrowful news arrived. In another part of the building, old Behrman had fallen ill. He had been found wet and shivering after spending a night in the cold storm. He had caught pneumonia. In just 2 days, he was gone. Sue sat by Johnsy and took her hand gently. I must tell you something, dear. The leaf you saw, it never moved because it was not real. That last leaf was painted on the wall. Behrman painted it the night the real one fell. Johnsy's eyes widened. Tears filled them. She looked again at the leaf outside her window. Strong, perfect, unmoving. Sue continued softly. He painted it to give you hope. He knew you needed something to live for. He gave his life for his masterpiece, the leaf that saved you. Johnsy wept quietly, her heart overwhelmed. She whispered, Behrman's masterpiece. He did not paint on canvas. He painted on life itself. He painted hope. And the painted leaf, unmoved by wind or storm, remained on the wall as a symbol forever of sacrifice, of love, and of the truth that hope can heal when nothing else can.